Okay, let's take a look at some more combo laws with negatives and brackets and such. So we have negative 2x to x squared. So we're going to multiply the exponents, but some people may think, oh, just give this an exponent of 1 and then multiply the exponent. But we can't do that. So we have to think about it like negative 2 brackets around it to the 1, x to the 1. Still squared. Now we can multiply the exponents. So we're going to get negative 2 squared x squared. And negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, or think a negative number with brackets to an even exponent is positive, and 2 squared is 4. So 4x squared. Again, you have to pick an x value, put it into the question, put it into the answer to make sure you did that correctly. Or just think, inside the brackets has a negative 2, squared has to be 4. Okay, let's take a look at a similar example. Negative 2x, brackets around it, cubed. So I could write that intermediate step, brackets around the negative 2 to the 1, x to the 1, and I'm going to multiply the exponents in, but I'm going to remember I have a negative all cubed, which means the answer has to be negative. 2 cubed is 8. And x cubed is x cubed. Check out the notes, show a bunch of intermediate steps, look off to the right where I've arbitrarily chosen x as 3, put it into the question, put it into the answer, make sure that's the same, check mark. Okay, negative 2x squared y cubed, all cubed. So, negative cubed is negative. 2 cubed is 8. X squared cubed is 2 times 3, multiplying the exponents. X to the 6. 3 cubed, 9, multiplying the exponents. Circle our answer. Okay, so we have 6x squared over 2x cubed. So I'm going to give the bottom an exponent of 1. I'm not going to keep giving the numbers exponents of 1 as much. So now, do I want to distribute all these exponents? Well, off to the right, you can see the big or, where I multiply all the exponents together, then have some complicated thing. What I'd rather do is simplify inside. So again, I'm working with exponents, so over. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And I have x squared over x to the 1, and I can subtract my exponents, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get x to the 1. Brackets around it, haven't touched that, then say cubed. And 3 cubed is 27, and x cubed is x cubed, multiplying the exponents, 1 times 3. Sure, give the exponent of 3 a 1 on the top, then think multiply the exponents. Then show the step, 3 cubed, x cubed, as in the notes. Then say 27x cubed. Circle your answer. So let's take a look at negative 2x to the negative 2. Well, I don't want to think negative coefficients to negative exponents yet, but I have a negative exponent. So we can start off with an over. And then I can bring that thing to the bottom and make the exponent positive. Only. Notice I haven't cared about what's on the top yet. I just followed a rule. Excuse me, on the bottom, negative 2. We don't change the coefficient. So we just brought the thing with the negative exponent to the bottom. Notice I skipped a line, set up a fraction, brought the thing with the negative exponent to the bottom and make the exponent positive. Coefficient does not change. Put a 1 on the top. Now, again, over, putting a 1 on the top, we have a negative inside of brackets with an even exponent, which means the answer is positive. 2 squared is 4, and x squared is x squared. Circle our answer. Don't care about rewriting it. Don't care that there's a plus sign in front, whatever. Okay, so I have to do the last example on the bottom of the page, kind of on the right middle because I've run out of space. So I'm going to find a line where I've done a question, go directly to the right of that, and write down a new question. So here, again, I don't want to distribute the negative 2. So set up a fraction. I have a negative exponent, so I can flip the fraction and make the exponent positive. Now, I have a negative out in front. In brackets, negative to the exponent squared outside of the brackets is going to be positive. Oh, forgot to set up a fraction. Now, in the... I don't even know which way I did it in the notes. Just so we got notes, we got tons of examples of a million ways to solve these things. 99% of the time, it's going to be exactly the same method. Sometimes I accidentally start going off on a tangent, whatever. So I did that, so I'm going to keep going. So let's give exponents of 1. Now we're going to multiply the exponents. We get 2 squared, x, 2 times 2 is 4, over 5, multiply the exponents, 1 times 2 is 2 squared. X also has an exponent of 1 above, x squared. Now simplify, so we get an over. Now we have 2 squared is 4 on the top, 5 squared is 25 on the bottom. Now we have x to the 4 on the top, x squared on the bottom. We can subtract the exponents. So 4 minus 2 is 2, so we get x squared on the top. And as you can see in the notes, I did it in so many different... Oh, the first example on the left, I distributed the exponent in. Then I brought anything with a negative exponent to the top or the bottom or vice versa. And then kept going. Or off to the right, I did the flip it thing. But then... No, yeah, I did. So I did the example off to the right. But keep in mind, this mid step, I probably would have simplified the x's first. We had x squared over x, and that would have just simplified to be x. So that would have been a way, whatever, and then eventually square, blah, blah, blah. Just don't break any of the laws. You do whatever you want. Just don't break any of the laws. There aren't too many. Adding, subtracting, multiply, change of base, negative coefficients, and negative laws. That's 6 things to remember. And then all the combinations of those 6 makes like 720 or way more. Okay, continuing.